Stafford, and these are the late models fixed. This is the K5 Championship Season 0 with his little late model season he's doing for the 4 weeks of August. Here, managed to qualify in top 28 from qualifying. Got into this race, and Stafford not being one of my better tracks, pretty lucky to be here. Qualified 11th. We got 150 laps, no tire change, so we're going to have to be very, very cautious. I think fuel, we should be able to make it. Cautions are on, single file restarts, I believe. Lappers to the back. Hopefully we can survive and be clean. Got a couple Tabasco cars around us. And Colton right to our outside. Nick is a couple rows back. And we know a lot of the people in here, as usual. Hopefully we have a good race. Hopefully we can keep the tires on it all 150 laps. And hopefully there's a lot of green flag racing. Otherwise this might go long. But I think there's a 75-minute time limit, so it won't be too long.
Alright, man, we're going green.
See, the laps about 20 seconds apiece. So if we go all 150, that's that'll be about 50 minutes for a race.
2 fast repairs, guys. Just
Get ready.
Apparently there's 2 fast repairs. No, there's not.
Alright, man.
There's 0.
Cars in.
No fast repairs and no tire changes. In Stafford, I really tend to struggle overdriving the corner entry, so I'm going to be backing that up early. I haven't changed the brake bias from default, but I think
Stay low.
the range of motion you have with the adjustment
You're clear high.
is a lot bigger than the ARCA car for this car. Just going to be taking it nice and smooth. It's a long one. A lot of things can happen. We want to protect the tires as best we can. Seems like people behind me are overdriving it quite a bit. Don't want to slide them too much on exit. And not run into the back of Colton if we can help it. Not pushing at all. I won't be pushing for a long time. Use the apron, though for tire wear I'm not sure how good of a line that will be. Can help rotate the car later in the run though. Definitely think we should mess with the brake bias eventually, with how bad the tires are going to eventually get to. But we will see. Quite a few people signed up for the race, but only the top 28 from Q made it, as I've said. Not sure who all missed out. I know I recognize some names. I think Daniel missed the top 28, unfortunately for him. I wasn't sure if I was going to be quick enough. Because Stafford, I really struggle here. Colton going to the inside of the 55. Looking to make a pass here early. See if we can sneak underneath them.
Got one outside.
Just barely get there.
Stay low.
55's being nice and smooth.
Clear high.
Don't push it into the wall. I always get on the throttle here too early, and these corners are much longer than they appear. And the car just stops rotating, and you just slam the wall on exit. You can see if we can follow Colton and catch up to the other Tabasco car up ahead who just put it in the wall. Logan. Glad we're going green here for a minute. Be nice if we get like a 50 lap run or something like that. That'd get this race going. Everybody seems to be pretty calm right now. Don't feel like I've stressed the tires hardly at all, but I'm sure there's other people in the pack that are doing much better at saving. Feel like anything, I'm pushing it too bad on entry, as usual. Pulling a big gap on the 55 though, almost a second. I think we're slowly tracking down the 30 car. Whoop. Don't push that hard on exit if we can help it. Seem to be running a lot lower than the people in front of me at this point, until I do that and overdrive entry. You can always overdrive entry a little bit and then turn down mid-corner and get some extra rotation by clipping the apron. I don't really want to do that for tires, but if I do happen to miss the corner, I guess that's viable. Like this, I just kind of... I didn't force the car to the low line there because I really missed entry, so to not scrub the tires as much, I just let it drift high. Nick is moving up into 13th, I think, behind me. See him on the F3. Somebody might have hit the wall and is dropping back. We're not really moving forward at all here, it seems like. Oh, getting really pushy on exit. Feel like tires aren't feeling too good for this point in the race. We got a long ways to go still. Over a second and a half back to the 55 now. Colton's about half a second, then a second and a half to the 30 car. And then there's the big front group lined up single file in front of them. Car wanted to go to the apron there, so I just put it to the apron. Still gaining time on everyone behind us. 30 cars looking to the inside up there, which might slow him down a little bit. He's throwing it in deep into turn 3. On the inside of Wallace. Got really pushy there. Starting to close in on them a little bit. This is 30 was not able to get around the 84 of Wallace. Who's up in front of him? That's Wesley in the 22. Colton's going to catch the back of the 30.
All right, man. Caution is out. Caution is out. Line up.
Colton was going to catch the back of 30, which would have probably got us to the back of Colton. But we get a caution, and we can save some fuel. If we can't make it from here, we can, so that's fine. And then try and cool our tires down a little bit. Looks like the 51 a lap down on pit road. Nick is up into 12th now.
It's the 36 car. Pit road is now
This will
open.
be an
It's
interesting
the
restart.
36 car.
No tires, so no reason to pit. And that was a good little 22 lap run, 21 lap run. I'm happy with that. We're top 10. Try and cool our tires down as much as we can.
Pit road is closed.
Nick's going to do the short cautions
Single
each
file
time,
restarts too.
which will help speed things up as well. Hopefully we can get another nice little run like that every time. And we don't get
Thank you for that reminder.
really quick
I
cautions.
forgotten.
Yeah, that's a really good run
That was
there.
a good first run.
I think we can be happy with that.
Alright, man, we're going green next time. Bye.
Just gonna keep riding down here, cool everything off. Don't really need to guard the top here. I don't think anyone's gonna be getting runs
Anybody know what the
out
place
of
for this is?
turn 4 on these restarts.
I showed it as
Get ready.
2.1 on my overlay, but I don't know if that's right or not. Should be.
Alright, man. Pace car is in.
But we'll go up here since everybody else is and just turn down once we go green.
Green flag, green flag.
Weren't really stacked up there on that restart. We're kind of far back, but gives us some room. One thing about not going down pit road ever is I can't check the tire wear. I mean, I guess I could go down pit road and just lose all my track position, but without being able to get anything, there's no benefit to that really. Contact right there with the 30 car and Wallace. Hopefully we all calm it down a little bit. Wallace trying to get into the corner, single file. Colton just backs off and lets him in, still very early into this race. No reason to
Realize it's 100
do anything
lap,
crazy,
right?
and I tapped the wall because I couldn't see it. Which bent the hood all strange looking now, but just a little tiny tap. Alright, we need to settle in here, get some laps going. I'm not running very good here. See if Nick works his way up, how hard he's going to be pushing on his tires. And I just can't get any rotation out of turn 4. That's not going to be good the longer we go. It's going to start getting really tight out of turn 4, and it's going to be very difficult to not slam the wall. Colton's got some really fast speed right now. He's pulling away from me, looking like he's going to go catch Wallace. That was a better turn 4 for me. Overdriving turn 1 though. And
Go low.
contact.
Alright, man,
And there's a
caution is out.
caution.
Caution is out. Line up single file. Pit road is closed.
Those two are racing pretty hard there this early. Probably not too necessary, but
Alright, there's too many
We'll
Sebastian
see.
cars in here.
yeah, there seems to be a lot. Try and cool the tires down a little bit, though I didn't put a ton of heat into them there. That wasn't a super long run. Hopefully we get some more longer ones like we had the first one,
Went down low.
or even longer there.
to-
That'd be
to
good.
30 and he just came across my nose.
Did I don't know if Nick shortened this caution.
Pit road is closed.
No, he did.
Let's bunch it up a little, guys.
Alright, man, we're going green next time. Bye.
Got the green.
Single file restart the tough.
Makes it less chaotic though.
That's true. It's a little weird because we restarted last time. I was in turn 2 still.
Yeah, these single file restarts with a grid
ready.
this size, you get strung out quite a bit,
Alright, man.
which is good. It should help
Tarzan.
us get some longer runs. See when the leader goes, just see him out the left window.
Green, green, green.
Alright, fall in line behind Colton and hopefully don't fall off too far. I think we're faster than the 55, but I think Nick might be faster than him. He just hasn't been able to get around him yet. I'm gonna smack the wall.
Not really trying to move up, I'm just trying to save myself.
Pushing the tires more than I want right now. Hopefully they last. If we blow a tire, I guess we're just out of it. Man, it's not turning at all in turn 4. I'm very freaked out about that. Really bad entry there for no reason. Nick is gotten around the 55 now. They're stacking up there behind the 15, I think. Not sure who that is. Ethan. See if we can watch Nick's line behind us and maybe gain some speed that way. Though I think he's just running what everybody else is at this point. Just on the bottom lane. I imagine he's probably saving better than I am. He's much better at this track than I am. He had a big deep dive entry into turn 1 there. At least he slid up a lot, it seemed like. I just got not much speed here. They're all stacked on top of each other in front of me, but I can't catch up. We keep grabbing the apron out of turn 2 and getting the right rear out there. Maybe that'll loosen it up and turn 4 will start feeling better. Though we're pushing so bad in 4, I think it's just canceling it out. Pretty sure Nick is catching us. Colton caught the apron on the exit there and slid out a little bit. I need to enter higher in 3 and just wait on it, turn down out of 4. It's the only thing I can do, I think. Try and not use too much wheel. Starting to catch back of Colton here as they're all still stacked up. 15's pulled away by the looks of it. That red car up there. Now there's the 42 in front of this line. Starting to pull away from Nick a little bit, though maybe he's saving on tires a lot as he Nearly catches me in turn 1 there. Starting to catch the back of Colton now. Turn 4 feels really weird. I do not feel like I'm very good through 3 and 4 at all. Now if Nick catches me, do I race him this early? Like, he'll probably sit behind me for a while just to not force anything. But if he gets a run, do I race him out of the corner and hurt both of our tires? Maybe slow him down, see if I can get a run on him so I can try and beat him? Or do I just let him go and conserve my own tires? Let him go mess with other people? Probably a smart thing to just let him go if he gets to me. As with anybody else that gets on my inside. Haven't had anybody try and pass me yet, but I think letting anyone go would be the smartest thing to do at this point in the race. Later we'll obviously race, but with how much the tires are going to matter, I think sitting on someone's outside is going to hurt us more than it's going to help us, with still 100 laps left. Got a pass happening up ahead, I think, maybe? No. I think he just ran low there, maybe to show the inside. Definitely going to be curious about what the tire percentages are at the end, so we're going to have to look at those for sure. That was not a good run through 1 and 2. Not getting very good runs. Trying to get it off as fast as possible, but it's so tight, it's hard to get on throttle.
They'll go to the bottom.
Leader maybe catching lap traffic, I'm not sure. Still running in 9th, since the 30 car was wrecked out ahead of us.
I mean, that was just good short track racing.
I'm just saving a ton.
This has been a great race. Nick's hosted race here at Stafford in the Xfinity cars was also a great race. This race just puts on some good racing. Colton gets very sideways there. Or this track puts on some great racing, it seems like. Colton may be struggling a little bit right now. Oh, and then one car up there is going wide. Looks like you're gonna try and turn down and make that pass, but probably couldn't get a run good enough. Still on his inside, barely, maybe some contact there, stacking people up. The 42 and Wesley in the 22. And I was watching that. I got a really bad entry into turn 4 or turn 3. Car feels okay. It's tight, but I don't feel like the tires are undrivably bad now. I think I am going to move the brakes forward or back a little bit, just a couple percentage points. We have, I think, a lot of room to play there, so I'm going to adjust as needed throughout the race. Doesn't feel like it made too much of a difference. It's not going to help us on exit at all, since we're using the throttle on exit, not the brake. But maybe it'll help the car turn in the center. Nick's got the 37 behind him, who is right on his bumper, it seems like. Almost put it in the wall, I felt like. We're having some great runs here, though. This is awesome. Can't do much because I'm just not fast. But we are going green, and that is some great racing. Might eventually be able to catch up to Colton. Seems like he's not as good this run as he was the past couple. slid it out sideways that time. He's going for the pass again. Not leaving much room from the 42. Or the 42's not leaving much room. At least it seemed like. He's really trying to hold on to that position right now. Nick's getting pressure behind him. I just got a great run there, but I've got not able to catch him quite yet. Some contact with the bumper there from Wesley. Up ahead. Looking to the inside again, and contact. He's flipping. That's a caution.
Alright, man, caution is out. Caution is out. Line up single file. Pit road is closed.
Back to cooling the tires down.
Okay.
I don't really know what that was, Wesley. On my screen, you never touched
Pit road is now
overreacting.
I don't think you need to
All right.
tell me to pass me there.
Yeah, I think.
Interesting. The only positions we've gained in this race are from incidents. I haven't passed a single person.
What'd you say about passing me?
Car 57. Got the lucky dog. Let him by on the outside.
Now we're gonna have Nick right behind us.
Pit road is closed.
Pit road's closed. I was gonna check and see. Mitch is up there leading this thing with Rob and Brandon as the top three. And then as far as
Wesley, you
people that are a
never
lap
touched
down,
Alright, man, we're going
42's a
right
lap
there.
down now, and the
Kinda
51
overreacted, like he was gonna get hit.
of Nick, who I think got wrecked out. He just left, so I think he was wrecked out early. So, pretty cool. Field or pretty cool race so far. Not pretty cool that he's been wrecked out or anything, but it's been some good racing.
Get ready.
We're now in 8th, getting ready to go back green. This race is going pretty
The
quick.
big car's in.
Still got 86 laps to go though. And I got a great jump there. I almost
Green
drove
flag,
straight
green
into the
flag.
back of Colton. Gotta be careful. Tires aren't as hot as they were. Wallace is stuck on the high side here. We'll see if we can take advantage of that. I think I did actually pass a guy that got stuck on the high side very early on. Nope. Wallace is able to squeeze in there. Actually got the move on Colton. Might be able to take advantage of Colton here.
Thank you.
Whoops. Colton's gonna leave us
Outside.
room. We weren't quite there, but
Stay low. There's a car on the high side.
we kind of were.
Stay low. There's a car on the high side.
I nearly pushed up into him into the wall. I think he tapped the wall just a
Stay
bit.
low.
Trying to clear him here without killing my tires. And that sucks for Colton. He's going to be stuck on the outside for a while now. Let's see if we can hold off Nick. So we thought I was going to be passing Wallace there, but we ended up passing Colton instead, as Wallace got the crossover, and that really was unlucky for Colton. See if we can settle in now. Might need to start moving the brakes back even further. But we're up to 7th now. I'm just happy with top 10. Quite frankly.
Good save, George.
Really, my only goal is to beat Nick. And I don't know if I'm going to be able to do that. But as often happens in these races, we are running right next to each other. which is funny. And he's catching us really good on entry right now. I'm trying to back up the corners and save tires. I think Nick might have thought he was overdriving it there, so he's backing it up. I think I'm just entering really slowly. Almost got the wall. I'm going to be struggling out of turn 4 this whole race. Nearly to halfway. We see 4th place right there in the 15, that Skittles car, I believe. The red one. I think that is Skittles. I thought it was Coke when I saw it a couple runs ago. I think it's not Coke though. I see the rainbow.
Alright,
Nick
man.
has got a big
Halfway
gap
this
to
time by.
the 37 behind him. I don't know where Colton went, how far he fell back. The 30 of Logan, who got wrecked out of the group ahead of us earlier, is making his way back up, it seems. I don't know how much damage he got from any of that. Feel like I'm running pretty good laps though. Don't feel like I'm pushing it too bad. Entry's getting tighter and tighter, just barely though. But we can handle it at this point. That was a good entry, it seemed like there. I got it really rotated. But nowhere to go with anything right now. Run kinda, I straddled the apron there, or the white line, that seemed to get it rotated pretty well. Nick cutting down a little bit, trying to get to my inside, or just trying to get a run off the corner. If I keep pushing bad in the center though, that's gonna be bad. Nearly put it in the wall. Nice and slidey. Okay, the tires are hot. Just drifted it into the corner that time. Try and settle down here. That was very tight. Overdrove it, then it didn't turn through the middle. Wallace pushed up there, nearly got underneath him. Dangerous to get the run on the exit there as you're struggling bad, as the line kind of cuts down out of the corner of turn 2. We are much better in 1 and 2 than we are in 3 and 4. It's crazy. I don't know what it is. Nick is definitely faster than me. But maybe we can hold him off and he can burn his tires up. He entered high there, maybe to try and get a run, but He doesn't. There's a pass up ahead. Nick almost gets to my inside. If I run high in 3 and 4, I can't get the turn down like I can in 1 and 2.
You got one inside.
Just isn't quite there for me.
Still there? Hold your line.
Nick's gonna get me
Still
now.
there. Stay high.
Just can't get the car to turn.
All clear, all clear.
Fall in line behind him. Hopefully not give up position to
You
37.
got one inside. Clear low, clear low.
Nearly turned myself there. Didn't expect him to get to my inside there. Tires might be hurting right now. I'm gonna back the brakes up. A couple more clicks. And probably spin myself out on entry. Just gonna hurt the tires even more. Down to 55.7 now. Yeah, the car wants to rotate on entry now. That's not good for the exit, it seems like. Alright, if we fall back behind 37 here,
Inside.
we got a gap behind him.
Still there? Hold your line.
We're just gonna have to let him go. I'm just too slow right now.
Hold your line. Still there.
He'll clear me this time. Maybe he's using his tires more, or maybe mine are just gone. Hopefully he can catch back up to Nick. Nick seems to be pretty fast right now. That puts us back in 9th, kind of where we've been all day. I think I'm just getting on throttle too quickly. Feel like we could be right behind Wallace still, but gotten past a couple times, which has lost us a lot of time. Nearly spin out through the center there. Nick's making a pass on Wallace on the 804 there. There's some side contact. Ooh, Wallace into the wall. Nick slides up. Is he going to get a bump? Not quite.
All right, man. Caution
And
is
we
out.
get caution.
Caution is out. Line up single file. Pit road is closed.
That was a decent run as well. Really decent.
Past the hey car.
Lost some spots there on track. Gained a spot. Colton, where's he at? He's falling back
Out
to
my
13th.
side.
Nick just gets around Wallace there before the caution comes out.
Good racing there, guys.
Yep, good race, number 1.
That's tough.
Pit road is now open.
Looking at my phone, nearly driving into the grass.
Joe, that's my fault. I tried backing out last minute.
Car 57. Got the lucky dog. Let him by on the outside.
Gonna have 57
Yeah.
coming high right here, guys. Careful.
No problem. Just short track racing.
Pit road is closed.
I didn't expect him to get to my inside that quickly,
Past the,
but once he did, I mean, there's nothing I can do about it. He
past
was much
the
faster than me
13,
through the center of the corner than I
past
was.
the 5, past the,
Or
all right,
he
man,
was
we're going green
faster
next
than I
time
was
by.
through the center.
Are y'all doing second or third gear restart?
Alright, what's going on? Looks
I
like
don't
a
think-
roadblock.
I don't think it matters, because you're not in second very long. You probably could do third.
Chicane.
Get ready.
Alright, let's try and get a good restart.
The pace car is
Get into the corner nice and smooth. Car's not turning.
green flag.
That was
green
an
flag.
interesting one. We lost some time there. That kind of was really bad for us. Wallace drifting up. 37 gets on the inside. See if we can hold off the 30 car, who was faster than us at the beginning. But he might have damage now. Nick making his way forward. Seems like he's got way more tires than a lot of the people up in this pack do. I was trying to save it, but I guess I wasn't saving enough. It happens a lot. Like, I don't want to lose like 15 positions on track just because I don't want to burn the tires up. Like, I don't want to fall back too far, but then I just end up racing too hard, and it's very difficult to know how much to back off. Looks like we're faster than the 30 right now. This group up ahead is still stacked up on each other.
All right, man. Caution
And we
is
get a
out.
quick
Caution
caution.
is out. Line up single file. Pit road is closed.
Not sure where that one was, or the last one, really.
Pit road is now open.
Shortest run of the day. That was probably like 6 or 7 laps. We are within 50 to go, so that's good. Pretty long race. It's fun to get long races in cars like these, though,
Got the lucky dog.
that are
Let him
usually
by on the
short
outside.
and caution-free
Welcome
races.
night, everyone.
Let the 5 car by. He had
Scott getting the
position
way
when the yellow
around
flag came out. Pit road
as
is
a lucky
closed.
dog. Getting the 2 to green now,
All
actually
right,
the
man,
1
we're
to
going
green.
green next time by.
We're gonna hopefully get a better restart this time and still hold off the 30 if we can. Whoop. Stacked up a little bit
Get
there.
ready. The pace car is in.
Now that we're caught up, though, I should be able to hopefully get a better restart this time. Honestly, I think 3rd gear restarts is just fine,
Green,
because
green,
you're
green.
right up on the rev limiter for the 2nd gear there. A very weird entry for me that time for no reason. Alright, we're back at the back of this pack. We've caught it. See if we can make up any ground. I think Wallace has been pretty aggressive getting back in line once he's been taken too wide. But if he gets trapped on the outside, I think he might fall off. I think us 2 behind him are faster. It's just very difficult to make a pass around here without really throwing it up the inside. Or if somebody pushes way wide in front of you like I did to Nick. Nick was just able to turn left and drive underneath me. He had a really good car. Maybe he is really abusing his tires right now and he'll start to fall off at the end. We can hope at least. But I'm feeling like I'm hurting for some rotation through the middle. But we are still pulling away from the 30, so I'm happy with that. Just gotta make sure we don't fall off even more. Oh, that was terrible. Nearly just drove it straight into the wall. Sliding all through the corner. I'm struggling.
All right, man, caution is out.
Another quick
is
caution.
out. Line up single file. Pit road is closed.
Next few weeks in these races, I should be better. Hopefully, I
don't know
can
what
keep
that
making
was.
all
I
of
don't
them.
know why you're mad at me, but whatever.
I almost wasn't able to make this one. Sundays are usually not too good for me for racing, but hopefully I can make all of these. But I should do better once we go to other tracks, though Thompson's going to be pretty tough as well. That's another funny track that I'm not great at.
Pit road is now open.
It's a fun track. Langley also is going to be tough. It's so tough to get underneath somebody without just wrecking them in that on that track. Can't remember what the other one is. I have to look again
Like me.
at his video, and I think he's posted on Twitter.
One of you fellows we need to pressure Mitch to make him use his tires.
Yeah. I don't know why Nick has got so much more time than everybody
It's
else.
very hard
Lucky
to
dog,
pass
let
right
it by
now.
on the outside.
It's very hard to pass, for sure.
Just that one mistake I made with Joe killed my tires. I felt bad. I just went in too deep.
Joe get wrecked? That would suck. I don't see him.
Pit road is closed. All right, man, we're going green next time by. Let the
Guy's
69
getting his
car
lap.
by.
Joe is in 22nd. He says he's on the lead lap, but maybe he just now got wrecked. The 6 is on pit road, multiple laps down. I'm gonna just
Get
restart in
ready.
3rd because my shifter is not really cooperating at the moment.
All right, man, the pace car is in.
Hopefully it's not an issue for the rest of this race. Got a really
Ring,
good
ring,
jump
ring.
there, but can't go anywhere with it. Back off so we don't run in the back of them. 30 really overdrove the corner. So we get the good exit. Skittles' car is stuck on the outside now. See if he gets back in line. If he can. Oh, and he plows the wall. But like made the 13. Not the 13, the 37. Check up for him, which got him back in line, so we had to check up for all that. And here's the part where we fall back because the car's too tight to turn. Getting on the apron, you get some turn. Just keep going smooth laps, should pull away from the 30. Oh, we slide. I'm hurting the car real bad on entry right now. Oh, and somebody's really up getting loose in front of Nick. I'm getting it loose on exit. 15's struggling right now, I think. 37 keeps catching him and getting on his inside, looking on his inside. We're gonna have to get it sorted out so we stop getting held up as bad, hopefully. Nick is just way too good. Hopefully if I show the nose on the 37, since he felt bad about him dive bombing me, which wasn't really a dive bomb, that he'll just move out of the way for us. Doesn't need to, but hopefully that's what happens. get us a nice easy pass. Though I'm not sure I'm fast enough to stay in front of him. Coming to 25 laps to go. And I'm really hurting the tires on entry. Not pulling away from the 30 like I was at the other couple runs. Nearly grabbed the wall. Man, that was a terrible corner. Sliding the rear out, really overdriving, killing those right side tires. The 30 does have pressure behind him, which is going to help us. We're falling off this pack though. Being aggressive, trying to stay in line, hold people off up ahead. The 30's had a wreck and he's had to come through the field, so his tires shouldn't be as good as ours, but my goodness, if we keep doing that, we're going to be hurting big time.
Right.
37 getting loose. If we'd stop messing up a corner entry, we might be there to take advantage of something like that. I might need to move the brakes back forward. It's only loose on entry now. Exit still tight. Unless I'm putting wheel in it. I feel like I'm on ice on entry though. I'm gonna move the brakes forward. If I can. A couple clicks. Try and settle it down. Get rid of some of that heat. 37's gonna get some contact. Or not the 37, the 15 from the 37. Because 37 is much faster. Just can't make the pass. It might be what's gonna happen to me soon with the 30 car. Big cluster of cars up ahead though. Nick right at the back of it. .30 nearly dives it in and kills me. I'm not going to give him the spot if he dives it like that. I know I'm terribly slow right now, but he's going to have to pass me. This late in the race. Tires are definitely feeling bad. Wallace has done a great job of holding people off and keeping his position up there, even though I feel like he would drop back on speed just with how his car's been. He's got the 15 right behind him. The 15, ton of pressure on the 30 or from the 37 right now. I cannot let the 30 get to my inside because I will drop back like a freight train, or there'll be a freight train on my inside because they're all stacked up behind him. Just gotta try and keep getting good entries and exits. Decent at least. They're not good by any means. It's helping though. We are within 20 to go, almost to 10 to go. Whoa, and Wallace, what happened there? He get really loose on exit, or on entry, and had to shoot way up the track. That's gonna get the 15 by him. Some contact there. He's trying to get back in line. He's gonna get back in line before we get to him. Unfortunately. That may get the 30.
Inside.
To our inside.
All clear, all clear. You got one inside.
And he does.
Still there? Hold your line.
I'm gonna have to try and hold him off.
Stay high. There's the car on the low side. Clear low, clear low. Alright, man.
And we get a caution.
Caution is out. Line up single file. Pit road is
And big
closed.
contact there from the 37.
37, I went in too deep.
We stayed ahead of the 30 there, just barely. He was
I got racing
on our
back.
inside getting ready to pass us. We nearly get killed by a 37.
disagree.
And we should be going green here. So we'll have a little short sprint to the finish. Hopefully we can get it back under control and stay ahead of the 30 here. We just got a free spot from the 37 wrecking after the
Pit road
yellow
is
came
now
out.
open.
That was a tough run.
Something after you, Joe.
That was a really tough run.
I mean, it's the
Tough
second
luck for
time
the
I've
37
been
there.
down to turn 3.
That was just a really messy group right here.
Martin, there was
They were all on
not
top of
much
each other.
I could do there. I was in the corner and you were already slowing up. I mean, if I stopped, I would have gotten wrecked. I mean, there wasn't a lot I could do there.
Nick
Go.
is
Yeah,
in
man.
4th. Mitch is still up there winning. Brandon right behind him. And then Wesley, Rob.
I
In
was already
5th.
committed to the bottom
We're
by
in
that time,
8th.
so I really
Colton
not a
is
lot of
back.
going there.
13. Got the
In
lucky dog. Let it fly
17th.
on the
I think
outside.
he's hurting
Lucky dog come around the top.
for tires. About like me, I
13
imagine.
Outside.
We're gonna have to really try and cool these things off here. Running
Pit road is
0x
closed. Let's
race
go.
right now,
13.
that's cool.
Car by.
I wonder how many people are at 0 incidents.
Alright, man. We're going green next time. Bye.
I have tapped the wall a couple times, which has been scary. But hopefully, we're on cold tires now, or colder. They're still going to be extremely hot.
Yeah, that was fun battle with you and the 15 there, Martin. But like I said, there was not much I could do
Just
there.
don't
I was already
overdrive
ready.
entry. Just try and stay ahead of the 30. Hopefully the 30 doesn't dive it in
Alright, man. The pace car is in.
and wreck us. He's, I think, faster than me at this point. He gets a very
Green,
good
green,
start. I get a decent start, not great. Oh, right on the back bumper of the 15. Car feels great now. Until we get to turn 4. And that's when they pull away. Hopefully we go green to the end. I just cannot get the rotation out of 4 to get the throttle back down. That's where I lose all my time. Down on the apron, get some rotation. Contact up ahead, I think. How many laps left?
Right
5.
front tire is wearing out.
My right front
Five to
tire
go
is
at the
wearing
line.
out. That's not good. I think we're might come close to just starting to push straight into the wall off the corners. But I can't slow down now. Just gotta go and hope it doesn't explode. We should have a few laps left before that happens. 15 bouncing it off the wall on the straightaway. 30's falling back a bit. He might have gotten that call. I keep just overdriving entry so bad. That's my one thing I do here more than anything. Just destroy my tires on entry at this track. Because you kind of have to diamond it, so you want to wash up a little bit, but just I'm sliding. Been doing stuff like that.
2 laps to go.
Drifting through the corner, 2 to go though. Hopefully we can hold the 30 off. Coming to the white flag.
Alright, man. It's white flag this time by. 1 more to go.
Man, this was a great race. One more corner that I think he could catch me in right here, but he's not there. He's got pressure behind him. I think we should be good. Terrible through 3 and 4, but not terrible enough. Great race, guys.
That was good.
That was fun. Really fun. I need to look at these tires. I need to see how terrible I did.
I had nothing for you at the end
Great
there.
job, driver.
Who won? Mitch?
Good
Probably?
in there at the end, Bryce.
Yeah, he won. Good win to Mitch, as usual. Let's get a look at these tires. Finished 8th. I'm happy with that.
Anybody know that if winter can't start on
47.23 on the right rear. Oh, wow. Okay. Why weren't you turning out of the corner then? Yeah, Nick, 57.40, a little bit better than mine.
Joe, my apologies.
A
man. I
little
don't know if
bit
you
better
ever
than
really
mine.
mean that. I didn't mean that.
I was
I was kind of
Mm.
messed up from
Not
when
good.
you hooked me in my right rear because my steering was off at that point.
I don't even know how we hooked. Like, I was on the outside of you, and we just kind of, like, glued together. It was pretty dumb how that worked.
all right.
But yeah, I
Great,
did not mean that intentionally at all. Like, I let you around me earlier. I was just trying to race clean.
great race to everybody. I'm going to mute them for these incidents and then get out of here. We'll talk in the comments. Same with Nick's videos. I'm just going to look at the cautions. Same with Nick's video. Very interested to see how he was saving tires. I need to get better at this track. I just struggled here so bad. 37 grabs the wall. Ooh, they're already wrecking back here. So the 5 is overdriving entry a little bit. He's sliding. That's Scott, I think. And the 51 is just kind of doing the same thing. And the 73, nowhere to go. That puts 51 head on into the Armco. That was lap 21. And then we went for a while here again. Let's see here. It's hard to see the laps. I think we go to 32, perhaps. Oh yeah, that's when that might have been net code right there. That looked pretty. It didn't look like he was quite on his bumper. No, he was. Just overdrove it a little bit, got into the left rear of them. They were racing pretty hard there for a bit. That was that caution at lap 32, and then we went another good run until we got to lap 62. 42, oh. They were racing hard. 42, I don't think ever made contact with 22 there. 22 just shows a nose late, and, well, 42 is like loose. He sees him getting dive in there, and then he slams the wall, really destroys the car, and starts flipping. Unfortunate for him. And then we went to lap. Do we have a quick caution after that? No. That wasn't until later, and then we got a really long run to lap 94. Ooh, some contact with the 76 and the 6 car. That's Joe. Both have some damage already. That just gets Joe sideways, and then the 73 again. Unfortunate for him. Who is that? I'm not sure. Maybe a viewer. Good race. And then 95. Then do we have a quick one? Yeah. This is our first little quick one. Oh. Tracy goes the inside on Colton, just slides up, makes a little bit of contact there, and then grabs the grass, and that sends him around. And he slides back on track, but I think nobody gets him. And he just leaves it there, make sure nobody hits him. But that is a caution. He tows, and then we go to lap 111. Don't know what was going on there. Oh, 85 in the 48. The 85, I just think, missed the corner a little bit. 48 was turning in, and they get slid there. Some contact. I'm interested to see who all had 0 incidents. I finished 0 incidents somehow. And then we go to another long run to right before the end, 138. 85 again. He's going to push out and hit the wall. Joe right there. They're stacking up here. Is this going to be the wreck? Joe in the 48 here. There's some contact there. Short track racing. Might have been a bit of netcode. Joe had a tough one. And then we got to the end without anything from there. So I'm happy with that. Good race. Incidents wise, oh wow, there's a huge number of people. Oh wait, most of these were probably, there's a lot of people that were in the heat here, so I'm not going to be able to tell. But not that many people had incidents, just this bottom group here. Nick actually had 8. Don't know how that happened. So at least we're one of the people that did the whole race and got 0. Mitch did 0, but he led the whole time. Wesley and Rob both running top 5. Brandon got 0. Colton somehow ends up with 0. But start 11th, finish 8th. I'm happy with that. Nick starts 15th and finished 4th. Mitch won 1. Brandon starts from 3rd, finishes 2nd. Wesley started 7th and finishes 3rd. That's a pretty good run. Any other big movers here? Cody in the 41 starts 24th, finishes 13th. 73 starts 26th and finishes 14th. That's pretty good. Colton finished 16th. And 42 starts 5th and finishes 27th. That's unfortunate. And Nick in the 51 wrecked out early, and he is the last car for the main feature. Great race, though. That was a lot of fun. I'm really happy with that. Every race we've had here at Stafford that he's hosted has been very good. So, good run. Looking forward to next week. Hopefully I can make it.